right, so we're going to do the headlines. Now, I want to be very clear about this. Most of this was written yesterday.
Yeah.
By our crack reporting team who writes
Correct.
these things. These are true stories that are real headlines that we found. I also want to point out that the very first one was written a couple of days ago. So that's just Tez gets the honors as per usual, but we just want to put that out there that this one existed ahead of time.
I was like, do I get the honors to receive the ball and defer to the second half? But it doesn't matter. So
I was thinking golf, but sure.
Yes. Shall we begin?
I carefully. Yes. Yes. Go ahead.
Woof. DHS wench Kristi Noem testified on the Hill this week in front of the Dogs and Cats subcommittee. There were no survivors.
The woof really helped there. What does Kristi Noem's puppy have in common with her career? They're both dead.
Trump fired Kristi because she claimed that Trump approved of her stealing the $143 million that were spent on her ad campaign. Congress found out about the scheme because she hid it about as well as she hides her hair extensions.
Yes. Trump's mad he didn't get his cut. Noem is being replaced at DHS by Oklahoma Senator and man with two first names, Markwayne Mullin. You may remember Markwayne from when he went missing in Afghanistan after the failed pullout. Incidentally, the failed pullout was what incidentally, it was after the failed pullout that his parents named him Markwayne. There you go.
Yikes.
That was a Markwayne.
DHS deadbeat boyfriend Corey Lewandowski has to make a hard decision to leave with Kristi Noem or begin having sex with Markwayne Mullin to keep his current job. That's insane. Read through this.
Oh my God.
Shit.
Kristi Noem was in charge of DHS for about 14 months, or roughly the lifespan of one of her puppies.
14 puppies. Sorry. I am only halfway through this fucking nonsense. Marco Rubio said the quiet part out loud when he admitted that Israeli forces forced the U.S. attack in Iran, and that Israel made him drink from that tiny water bottle in 2013.
Yes. Oh man. Back at the White House, John Bolton said he accepted Trump's war with Iran and that they would be getting back together in time for prom.
A little rhyme there.
Yeah. Kiss and make up.
Right. While discussing war casualties at a press conference, Trump took time out to do a 5-minute set on the drapes in the room, and nobody shouted out the 25th Amendment, but some of them thought it really loudly.
Yes.
He did this again. Did he get this? I missed this one. Did he go like when he walked to the window in the middle of that?
No, he was talking
what was this
about
one like? I missed this one.
Somebody, that people had died in the war, and that this was a really terrible thing, and that he was going to be solving everything from the White House. And then he just started talking about the drapes. He's like, the White House, we're adding on to it, and if you look out this window, you'd see a very deep hole, much like my poll numbers, or something like that. And then he started going on and on about the drapes and how he liked them, and that he put them in his first term, and that they're gold, and that maybe he wouldn't put a door there at all and just keep the drapes and save money. He went on for a long time about the drapes.
Anybody who is actively around like the elderly, this is not uncommon.
No,
it isn't. But the problem is that the people I'm around are not the president of the United States.
That's right. We specifically take their driver's licenses away.
Yeah.
Don't give them the nuclear codes. All right, Grandpa, enough about the drapes. Now here's your nuclear codes, and go call somebody and start a war. No.
What if we actually need them?
Well, then we'd have to go get the real ones. Like, we definitely didn't give him. Nobody gave him the real ones. He's looking at him, going like, "Oh yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5," just like on my luggage, And then
1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Admin. All right. As the war began, military genius and Secretary of Gin and Tonic Pete Hegseth forgot to tell Kuwait, and the Kuwaitis shot down 3 of our F-15s.
Friendly fire.
It's true. There's not that many F-15s. I want to be clear about that. There's a few hundred of them, so 3 is a lot.
Yeah. When Trump heard that Kuwait had shot 3 of our Strike Eagles, Trump accused them of cheating and banned them from his golf courses.
Yep. German Chancellor Friedrich Merz came by Washington and spoke critically of the choice to go to war in what many observers called a classic bit of German military restraint.
Back stateside, new work requirements went into effect for food stamp benefits, meaning that fired DH spokeswench Tricia McLaughlin no longer qualifies. Christ.
And apparently neither does Christie.
Jesus.
Oh, she can't even get food stamps. Ah, man. An incident on the Beltway resulted in several people being stabbed, and the police responded by shooting the aggressor in what was likely a case of serious road rage, or as Laura Loomer tweeted, Muslims.
Oh, God.
That's true. I didn't write any of that. The thing happened, and then she blamed it on Muslims out of nowhere.
Yeah, I mean,
as you do.
Man, it's clearly just driving in that area. The person went mad.
Yeah, anybody who lives around here and has
everyone's
to
that close. Everyone's that close.
We're all this close to just jumping out and stabbing somebody.
Right. I heard a dog. Never mind. Never mind. Fairfax County closed schools for rain this week. Next week's temps are expected to be in the mid-70s, meaning Fairfax schools will then be closed for excessive nice weather. I mean, you should have a break for nice weather.
That is a real thing that happened to me.
I mean, yeah, as parents, it's infuriating.
They put a 2-hour delay on Monday.
Rain.
For rain. Congressman Dan Crenshaw lost a primary to a challenger to his right. He never saw it coming. You have to know who that is for that joke to work. But trust me, it's a yar of a good time.
Ken Paxton is once again in a runoff. Though this time it's not on his wife.
Yes. Old Kenny Paxton.
Oh, God.
The D.C. area saw a tiny amount of snow, or what DJ TJ refers to as breakfast. And if you notice that was another Donald Jr. cocaine joke, congrats. It's become a bit of a habit now.
Oh, my God. Somehow you get these always, too. I don't know if I've ever had one, but there's been a decent amount of them. The Senate tried to enforce their constitutional powers, but Trump grabbed them by the pussy anyway.
That's right. The House tried today. They didn't succeed either.
Yeah.
Okay. This is also true. So okay. Hillary Clinton was deposed last week, and Brian's girlfriend, Lauren Boebert, used her time to ask Hillary Rodham Clinton about Pizzagate. Of course, the Pizzagate is the entrance Trump makes J.D. Vance use when he comes to the White House. If you haven't seen that clip where she does ask her that, the face that Hillary makes when Boebert goes down that road is priceless. So I highly encourage you to Google that clip.
All right, here we go. Marketplace news. The Dow fell below 50K this week, which would explain why Legal Barbie got a subpoena. Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah.
A subpoena is what Pam Bondi calls a lousy date in bed.
That's
That was a subpoena.
That's so friggin' dumb. Angry McBleach job could find herself in trouble if she comes back to Congress, where Democrats had a new sound-activated taser built into the witness chair.
Yes. If you shout too loudly, it zaps you. Also,
that's kind of like what happens to dogs.
A little bit, yeah. When they bark too much.
Yeah.
Also, don't watch the video of Senator Sheehy forcing a Marine out of the hearing chamber.
Yeah, I've only seen. I haven't watched the video. I've only seen.
Don't.
I just see him hanging onto the door. I feel like is what
yeah, Senator Sheehy broke the man's arm, like Heisman or Theismann kind of break. Yeah, it's awful. Don't. I regret having seen it. Don't.
Nope. Good on that.
Don't look at that.
Good on that.
Yeah. So those are the headlines. Also in the news, friend of the show, Richard Ojeda, won his primary in North Carolina, where he is running for, I believe, top chef.
Something. Top chef.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll eat Mitch McConnell.
Yeah, him. That's right. I really hope that clip doesn't sink him. It would be terrible if that's how we got famous. He's such a good guy. We didn't just passionate.